Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Northgard. Since we last looked at this game, it's had a couple of pretty major updates, including a brand new clan. So we're going to check some of that stuff out, because I think Northgard is a pretty cool game. And I'm a little bummed that I wasn't able to work it into the schedule right back when I got a hold of it. So let's give it a little bit more time. So the Bjarki clan, the clan of the bear. Is Bjarki the name of the clan, or is Bjarki the name of the bear? He's the stalwart protector of the land, or I don't know. We and he are both all the things. So we lose less food during the winter, and most clans fight worse during the winter. But our clan instead is tougher during the winter. So everybody else will be dealing less damage during winter, and we'll be resisting more damage. So we should have a big advantage pushing military stuff during the winter. Also, there's a bear. We get an armored bear. That's good enough for me, man. I do not know exactly what armored bear entails, but I know that the unarmored bears that you can encounter in the game are pretty terrifying, so I have to assume an armored bear is even better. So I know a little bit about this game, and we're probably going to be blowing through the basic mechanics here pretty quickly. If you are curious about learning more in depth about the game, there is another Let's Look At on this channel. Let's Try Northgard, I think it was called. So we're going to construct these buildings, we're going to turn a guy into a scout real fast. You know, I don't usually do this, but where's my loose villager? Let's, turbo scout. We're just gonna, try some new strategies here. So the whole game is sort of played on these tiles, and tiles have a variety of resources. Our home tile started with a coast, that's nice. And our scouts will help us discover new tiles. We're probably gonna have to convert this guy back into something else in a second here. Oh, no, I mean, we're okay on food. We'll go scout over here, too. It sounds like she's saying ahoy. I didn't know that was like a Viking thing. In fact, I suspect that it is not. Oh, hey, we got a forest. Okay, so once we've revealed territory, we can claim it by spending food as long as it's not defended. This territory, unfortunately, is... so we're going to have one of these scouts probably... Well, no, we'll have a villager do it. A villager turned into a woodcutter. We're just gonna, power scout this. Ooh, this is a nice area. There are a lot of ways to gather food in the game. If you leave somebody idle, they'll, as a villager, just, gather fruit, invisible fruit from the ground that will become visible when they put it in their magic backpack. But there are lots of better ways to gather food than invisible fruit, especially since the invisible fruit is scarce during the winter. So this is a place we're going to want to move into, right away. As soon as we have 20 food, I'm hitting the colonize button here. We'd have more food if I didn't have all of my villagers off doing other things. But hunting. Hunting is a great source of food. And hunting is a little bit less vulnerable to food loss during the winter. So we're going to have this guy come back and reconvert into a villager. So a big part of this game is managing your population. You can't build new units. You just get them every so often. This bar keeps filling up and you keep getting new guys. Let's have somebody run over here and construct this hut. And over here we have a nice forest that isn't full of wolves. This forest is a little bit of a problem because we're going to have to build military units. I wonder if we could just make that bear. So the forest improves wood production on that tile by 20%. That is pretty useful. We're going to have to get a military building up pretty soon. The areas that have enemies in them will periodically spawn new enemies that will run into your adjacent areas and make your life difficult. Once we have this thing up, we can assign 2 villagers to it, and they'll become hunters. And they'll produce food more efficiently, which means we'll need fewer people doing gathering, so we can have another person run over and start cutting wood. Alright, there we go. We get some income now. How's our scout doing? Still just looking around. So there's some magic ruins and stuff that we can have our scout explore, but in order to explore it, we have to own the area, and in order for that to happen, we'd have to clear out this bear. And like I said, bears are terrifying. So I think the next thing we need is a training camp so that we can make our basic military unit, because we're going to need to do a little bit of fighting in a moment here. Now, each area has a building limit. We've just hit the building limit here. And I would really like to build a shipyard. We'll figure it out. Yep, see, here's what I was talking about earlier. So your people in an area will just run to each other's defense. I'd like it... Okay. I'd like it if only one person gets injured during the combat, because wounded clan members have reduced production, which is a real bummer. Where is that scout? Okay, this area over here has fish. Fish is another good source of food that is not really reduced during the winter. It is surrounded by areas that have... It's hard to see them wandering around in the shadows here, but it's surrounded by areas that are filled with draugr. These guys are bad news. We can fight wolves. I hate having to deal with draugr. Nice, the bear just costs 50 food. A powerful defensive unit that cannot enter enemy territory. Okay, can it leave my territory? I can just like send it out here. Yeah, okay. So this area just has one wolf. Let's see how an armored bear fares against a wolf. Very, very well, it would seem. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's have him come over here and clear this area out too. If you haven't met any other players yet, and none of your territory is adjacent to territory that has enemies in it, you're perfectly safe. You don't have to worry about combat at all. It's a nice place to be in. It's not a place you can be in permanently, because, of course, the building limit means that you need to constantly be grabbing new territory if you want to keep expanding your capabilities. I think I'm probably going to pull this scout back. Why don't you scout what's over here, and then I think we'll turn the scout back into a villager of some kind. Alright, so we have an injured person. Let's colonize this real quick. So we have an injured person. The only way to solve that problem is to build a healer's hut. So why don't we have... Where is the injured person? Why don't we have you be the guy who goes and builds the healer's hut? You're gathering food less effectively than I would like, so go do something else. Alright, we definitely want to build a new woodcutter's lodge here and move both of our woodcutters over to here. Get a little bit of a resource bonus. So our overall goal... I mean, it's a... Games of Northgard are pretty short. Oh, what am I doing? You can't do that. We have to have somebody build the thing first. And woodcutters cannot construct buildings. That would be crazy. Also, we're population capped. Yep, that is certainly true. We do need more houses. Well, the woodcutters are working on it. Okay, we'll assign the villager to the healer's hut to become a healer. And I'm going to pull the scout back. We don't really need any more information for the moment. Alright, so this area has 2 draugr in it. We're going to have to kill them to be safe. Now that we've expanded out to here. So let's try to get that dealt with. The draugr are much tougher. Yeah, you can see the bear. The bear's not actually going to be able to kill both of these guys. He'll get the one, but we're going to have to retreat him back to our territory afterward. Okay, that's a start. Alright, so we'll move the scout back, or the villager back out of the area, and the woodcutters into the area. And we've acquired enough lore to expand our knowledge. This is your tech resource, obviously. So the first thing I want to look at is anything that has our clan symbol next to it is a unique thing that only our clan has. So 1 happiness per area with a military camp, that's nice. Shield bearers cost less crowns. I don't use shield bearers very much. There aren't a huge number of military units in the game, but I've never been big on shield bearers. Hibernation lets our clan members heal during the winter. That's pretty cool. Fishermen's huts can have 1 more fisherman and production is increased. This is actually huge. We're probably going to make a beeline for this. And down here, Winter Festival. Food production loss is reduced by 10% and happiness is increased by 2 during winters. Winters are harsh. Winters can be very, very hard. I think I want to go for harpoons. Well, actually, let's go Oh, they've changed the... This used to be... First of all, this tech used to be over here. And secondly, it used to give you just a bunch of flat lore. Alright, we'll go up this way. I hesitated because I was like, maybe we should juice up our lore production first, but... Alright, let's build a house over here. Somebody go do that. We're population capped. Alright, so you can see during the winter, our incomes fall. Food production, most sources of food production get less effective, and the clan starts to consume wood slowly to use as firewood. Fortunately, we have enough wood carvers or wood cutters rather, that's not really an issue. And as soon as this villager is no longer building and is back to gathering, we'll be stabilized on food for the winter, so... We also could just organize a feast, which will give us a 20% bonus to all production, including food. So this is maybe a little risky, but it'll drive our food production up and make everybody happy, and yeah, we'll get a stockpile going. It'll be fine. The healer is busily healing the armored bear. And the armored bear is actually tougher now than he was during the summer, right? So this is an ideal time for him to clear out this other Draugr. He can't continue to be healed as long as he's outside of our territory, but that's okay. The healer has himself to heal during this time. Man, this is really nice, this armored bear thing. Ordinarily, you have to convert people into soldiers, and that costs money, and it's like a whole big pain in the ass. This is very convenient. Alright, so we want to try to get to this fishing thing as quickly as possible. This area has a wolf cave, which will infinitely spawn wolves until we claim it. But when we claim it, we'll get 30 fame. And fame is one of the ways you can win the game. You can also win the game by killing off the other players, obviously, or by achieving a certain amount of money or lore. Just build up enough lore to do a bunch of resources. Obviously, I'm not playing like in an incredibly focused way because I'm explaining things a little bit. But overall, I think this game's going very well. Where's my bear at? Okay, I did move him back into our territory. Alright, we've run out of happiness. We need more territory. People like it when the clan has a lot of territory. So we need to grab an area that is adjacent to the wolf cave so that we can start expanding into it. We can take this big open field, which has a runestone, help us produce lore, but I'm going to grab this space instead, because this space has silver in it, or iron rather. It looks like silver, doesn't it? This is going to be valuable to us. The unstable ground that makes it hard to build in this area just reduces the number of buildings you can have. There are two different spaces with wolf caves adjacent to it. That's not totally ideal. Oh, hey, and there's another fishing space over here. Okay, we'll get some good stuff going. I try not to mess with the clan's equilibrium too much during the winter. It's really easy to accidentally start starving or something. We just need to get to 80 food so that we can claim this. Alright, and as you can see, resource production shoots right back up. We're going to have to clear out a lot of Draugr over here to make this area... I mean, this area is extremely unsafe. It is beset on all sides by enemies. Alright, other stuff we can do... Well, we don't have to wait. Let's colonize. Bear, go make this safe. Other stuff I want to do. Let us... I'm going to destroy this woodcutter's lodge since we're not using it in order to make space for a longship dock. We're Vikings, right? We're gonna send out some Viking raiders. An unknown clan has started trading food with us, which means an unknown clan has met us without us meeting them. They found me with their scouts, and I haven't found any of their stuff. Which is no big surprise, since I stopped scouting. And we can see there's some kind of fighting going on over here. Something in the darkness is injured. I think we need 120 food. Yeah, 120 food to claim our next territory. So as soon as we're at 120 food, or getting close, we'll run the bear over and clear this out, and then we'll buy it. If we buy it too early, more wolves will just spawn. Or if we clear it out too early, more wolves will spawn before we can buy it. Alright, longship dock. This is going to slow down our food production a little bit. You know what? I'm going to assign one of the woodcutters and one of the villagers to the dock. The docks can send dudes out to loot crowns and fame or lore. We're going to send them out for lore. Go forth. Bring us back, I don't know, rune stones and coins. Now we've left the bear in the only place that enemies can contest for a reason. Oh, so here we see that other player. Alright, let us progress quickly. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good idea. This increases the rate at which miners extract ore from these deposits. I'm not too worried about that, although we should probably get a mine going. There's a lot of stuff we gotta do. Another thing we should do is construct a brewery. So let's get you over here. And I think it's about time for our bear to go and clear this stuff out. We're at enough food. I really like this game. Like, I play a lot of turn-based strategy games, right? If you're watching this, you probably know that. Get him, bear. So, in a sense, this game should be a little bit more frenetic because it's real time and, you know, things can go wrong in a whole different dimension. But honestly, I don't know if it's the music or like the sort of the pastoral graphics or what's going on, but I feel super chill in this game. Why can I not colonize this area? The colonize option's not coming up. I do own an area adjacent. Maybe you have to own an area that's adjacent by land, like this doesn't count because it's across the water. I don't think that's the case. But let's go ahead and take this over. We're accumulating food quickly enough that this will work. You know what? I bet that is what it is, though. Yeah, now we can colonize it. Okay. Alright, so now that we have a brewery, we assign a villager here, and they become a brewer, and all of a sudden, everybody's overjoyed. We also gained happiness by colonizing new areas. Alright, bear, defend our new territories. So this will clear out the wolf camp. Ooh, now. What's going on here? We gained 30 food, or 30 fame and 5 stone. Stone's important. We do need stone. Let's grab a villager, have him come over here, and we're going to construct a fisherman's hut. Winter is going to be a lot less of a pain in the ass with a fisherman's hut. And now that we have this area, we also can assign somebody to become a lore master, and I think that's probably a good idea. As in most games, getting tech quickly is valuable. Okay, our next colonized cost is 140, and since we know there's another player here, it might be a good idea to take this. With the cliff positioned the way it is, this area will serve as a nice bottleneck into our territory. Alright, there's a bear over here, but we don't actually have to worry about that. Bears are not aggressive. The bear will not charge into our territory and try to eat us or anything. We're getting pretty close to the housing cap, so I'm going to build a house right here. We're going to assign one citizen to fish, and then as soon as this one's done building the house, they'll become a fisher as well. Rats have been reported. So, in the middle of the winter, rats will devour 60% of food that is not protected by silos. So we probably will want to build some silos at some point. We've met Hinadorf, leader of the Goat Clan. Alright, we become a fisher. So everybody heals during the winter. Seems okay, but we have a dedicated healer. I'm not too worried about this. Let's increase our population growth speed. We're gonna, in order to take advantage of this, obviously, we're gonna need to make sure that our population and our cap and our happiness are both firing. And the moment we can get harpoons, we will. Harpoons seems very powerful. Blue took this area over, and they're immediately building a watchtower. We will do the same, I think. So the watchtower is a defensive structure. Fires arrows at people who attack it. We could run over here with our... Oh no, we can't. The bear can't enter other players' territory. Oh, what is this now? Colonize the gates of Helheim and keep it under your control to achieve victory. Corrupted Valkyries will spawn here until someone is brave enough to corrupt them. Valkyries have 15 attack and 75 health. So they do more damage than bears. Okay, that's a little concerning. Our healer ran out of stuff to do. This is actually a finite number of Draugr. It's a lot of Draugr in one place, but it's not a spawner. So we can have the bear fight them little bits at a time. We're going to actually just get back in the healer's hut. We're going to need you in a second. Yeah, we're not even going to be able to kill one. That's fine. So we're going to have to deal with this bear to claim this area. We need to claim this area for the stone as well. How close are we to winter? Winter's still pretty far out. I'll definitely colonize this. You can become a miner. We should start getting the silver. Or the iron. Iron is used for two things. Number one, you can build tools that will increase the output of your units. And number two, you can hire a war chief with it. Where's my... Here we go. Oh, I guess we get a shield maiden instead. It's a clan-specific thing. But this is basically just a super effective soldier. Very, very powerful. Let's colonize this. Honestly, this serves as a bottleneck into our realm just fine because of the, there's weird cliffs all over the place. Oh, and we've claimed enough area that we've become a Thane. When you get to 200 fame, you're a Thane. And now my armored bear increases the local production in an area by 15%. Okay, so this is a waste. We really want him... We want him somewhere where we're doing stuff. Probably over here where we're producing a lot of food, or... I'm pretty sure Valkyries don't run up in your territory. I think that's true. Harpoons. And let's get... Now that we can have 3 fishermen assigned to the fishing hut, we will do that. We need to build another house pretty soon. So as we assign people to non-food duties, we start to stretch the food of the clan a little bit. Things are going okay now because fishing is really effective, and being able to have 3 fishermen is really nice. Oh, here comes winter. Yeah, so we should divert somebody onto wood cutting. And now, while our bear is tougher than usual, let's go finish off this guy and start in on the next one. Wait, no, kill the healer is temporarily without a job. As soon as somebody's out of your territory, they're no longer healable. All right, our next territory is going to require 170 food. We're managing to hold all right during the winter, which is important. We probably... How much does it cost to build a silo? It's 100 wood. We're not going to have it. Well, we're going to lose some food to rats. It's unfortunate. Alright, so we need to get a stone mine up. As soon as we have 5 iron, which is enough for for 1 upgrade, I'm going to divert our miner over to here. Actually, hold on. I have to divert him to a house to turn him back into a normal villager. So that he can come over here and build the mine, so that he can then use the mine to become a miner again. And we are going to improve the output of our fishermen, I think. This will give us a couple extra food per tick. So stone is also used for upgrading. Stone upgrades buildings. You can see we do stuff like this. We increase the population, increase our population cap by 2, and get more population growth from the town hall. And then once the town hall is upgraded, we can start upgrading other buildings to be able to assign more people to them and increase their output. We lost 50 food. That's a bummer. Once we can upgrade our fisherman's hut so that it has 2 buffs to its output rate and it can have 4 people assigned to it, that'll feed a lot of our people by itself. Get him, bear. I'm gonna wear these dudes down. We haven't had any problems with the Draugr running in yet, but we will eventually. The guard tower will keep us more or less safe, but... Alright, we got one. It looks to me like blue is mostly happy to trade with us and may not get aggressive. I'd be totally fine with that. Alright, so unfortunately for now, we're just kind of waiting for winter to end. How much money does it cost to upgrade this? 50? That's inconvenient. That's quite a bit more than we have. We could construct a money-producing building, but I don't really have to. I don't really want to have to use wood on that. Obviously, our wood supply is somewhat limited. Oh, bear, quickly! All right, it's important that we not let anybody die because it's so onerous to get more people. Now that we have a healer, it's okay for damage to be spread out because we know that our healer can take care of this. So we need, well, money. Money would be good. We also need happiness. Shipbuilding will be nice. Carpentry mastery is nice. Stone is a limited resource. Both of them mineable resources. There's only so much of them in an area. So reducing the cost of upgrades means that you get more total upgrades out of your limited amount of stone. That said, we will absolutely upgrade the town hall as quickly as we can. We need to grab a citizen and throw them over here into the brewery because we're starting to have some happiness problems. That's capping our population. Actually, we're going to need another house soon too. So it's real-time strategy-ish, but that's not really the point, you know? It's got a little bit more in common with, like, Settlers in some ways, or like Age of Empires, where Age of Empires was a real-time strategy game, but there was still a strong economy focus like you might see in, like, more of a Civilization-style game. Alright, wood is the thing holding us back, right? Okay, well, we'll stop building stuff after this house is completed until we can get the upgrade. So there's only 2 Draugr left. We're getting close. I wonder if our armored bear should be able to go just toe-to-toe with another bear, right? Wouldn't you think? Okay, an unknown clan has obtained Baldur's Blessing. So down at the bottom of the tech tree, there's these blessings. You can get one when you get to 6 techs, and then one at 9 and one at 12, I think? And they just do cool stuff. And then if you get to 15 techs, you get the Ancestral Knowledge Blessing, which wins you the game instantly. The tech victory is not terribly involved. And you may be thinking, like, the rate of tech acquisition, hey, 15 techs wouldn't take all that long to get to. And you'd be right. It's not a terribly long game. Matches of Northgard often take, like, in the neighborhood of an hour. Okay, we have enough wood to do the thing. Okay, now that the town hall is upgraded, we can upgrade other buildings as well. Other buildings are not quite as, oh no, they're totally exactly as expensive. Well, honestly, the first building that gets an upgrade might be the brewery. Was 140? 170 is the next colonization. I'm gonna feast us. The feast will temporarily give us some happiness, so population can get back to growing for a little bit. And also it'll dramatically increase our rate of gain on everything else. We might want to actually get a second miner going in this mine. We're going to need a lot of stone. Carpentry mastery is still pretty far away. I'm not going to wait for it. Go get him, bear. So there's a Draugr territory out here that we didn't scout. Oh boy. Run. Okay. Winter's going to be extra cold this year. The blizzard event that occurs really hurts. It sucks a lot. The good news is it sucks for everybody. The other players will also have problems. think I want to take this territory over because it has a circle of stones, which lets you assign 2 lore masters and produces more lore than a standing rune stone. Let's go ahead and get shipbuilding. Hold on a second. Let's make sure my bear doesn't die. Alright, I think we're going to take the blessing that just gives us straight 3 happiness. Alright, great work, bear. 3 happiness is going to be vital to keeping us growing. Alright, we're really going to need fishermen to keep our food supplies up during the winter. And in fact, we probably want to stockpile. I probably want to stop building and everything right now. Or we even have a second forest. When I get to 50 wood, I'm going to build a second woodcutter's lodge over here. And then we're going to stop building stuff for a while. And this should give us the ability... Oh, that deposit was depleted. Okay, so we got all of the stone that is gettable out of that. So we have 5 stone left, which is not enough for any upgrades to anything, unfortunately. We're going to have to pull another stone deposit. There's one here, right? Yeah, there's 25 more stone available in this place. We should probably not take this territory before the winter. We should just stockpile our food. I'm going to move the bear out of our territory for a second so that the healer will refocus. Yeah, because the healer tends to prioritize military units, and so our injured fishermen from the Draugr attacks really have not gotten very much healing on. And we're going to need them not to be injured and not, having this production penalty. There's not a lot of benefit to taking this territory before winter falls anyway, because we almost certainly would have to pull people off of lore production. Like, there's a good chance we'll have to stop the ships as well, and just have everybody focus on food and wood during the blizzard. It gets hard. Hey look, it's some guy. We do need to take this territory before somebody else does. Do we want to improve somebody's tools, or do we want to use this to hire a shield maiden? As soon as the fishermen are done healing, by the way, we're going to bring the bear back over here so that the bear's helping them produce 15% extra food. In fact, we probably want to get that shield maiden, huh? Whoa. No. Injured person does not lead. Better get over here. Okay, now go get him. So we gotta micromanage this carefully so that we don't lose anybody. Okay, no, we don't have to micromanage it carefully. We just aren't going to lose anybody. There's no safe place for the bear to stand outside of our territory. If we go over here, he's gonna get in a fight. I wish there was a way to prioritize who you were going to heal. You know what? For the moment, until it's actually wintertime, let's assign a second healer. We'll double our healing rate. We're unhappy again. Well, I don't really know what to do about that. We need more stone. Yeah, I think our plan's just going to be, let's just get the healing of the bear finished, and then we'll worry about the other people. So why are we so unhappy? One of us is unhappy because we're wounded. Okay, so that's solved. You still produce new citizens as long as your happiness is 0 or higher. Once you get down to -1, you stop producing people. Alright, I'm going to kill the raids. I think I'm not going to stop the healers. Like, we actually need them to finish. Okay, you guys gotta come over here. So we mined out all of the iron. Just in time. Now you may notice that it actually... Let me come over here. You may notice that it doesn't look too bad. The blizzard hasn't started yet. We'll see how things feel in a second here. We can pull the healers off of healing duty if we have to, but I'd prefer not to. Let's grab Carpentry Mastery. We will need this eventually. I'd like to get to Winter Festival. Winter Festival will be helpful. Okay, so here comes the blizzard. Wow, that is ugly. We built up enough of a stockpile that it may be okay. As soon as this guy's done being healed, we'll pull the healers. We can improve the tools of one of the food gathering types, or actually, that didn't really help that much. Wow. I think we have enough stuff stockpiled that we'll be able to suffer through. How bad is the injury? It's pretty bad, actually. Despite the fact that there are 2 healers, this is filling up real slow. Alright, I'm going to have our bear fight this other bear. Because right now we are at maximum toughness. If this is ever going to go in our favor, it's right now. It looks like it's kind of hard to see against the white ground. Can I... No, I can't really get the health bar over anything that's colored. Oh no, this is a bad time for this. I mean, our villagers are 10% tougher, actually, right now, so... Yeah, I think we're going to make it to the end of the blizzard without having anything drop to 0. Yeah, we're clearly ahead. Okay, good. I want to take this territory over because we need the stone very badly. Okay. As soon as... Actually, we should stand out here. Alright, the blizzard has ended. We're back to everything being basically okay. And then the winter will end. We'll grab 2 citizens. We were able to keep the lore master doing the lore master thing. Send a raid back out immediately. Alright, the healers are getting this done as quickly as they can. There are a lot of unhappy people. They want better houses. That's actually something we can do. So this improves our population cap and helps deal with that housing quality desire. House upgrades are relatively cheap. We need 170 food. I mean, I think I want to get this first, though. Colonizing a new area will help our happiness as well. Alright, so both of these healers have run out of stuff to do. No, they haven't. They thought they'd run out of stuff to do because our injured citizens entered combat. And people who are in combat cannot be actively healed. So let's grab 2 people and throw them on lore master duty. I'm pretty sure that I ended the last game on the channel by lore victory. It was not my plan to do it again, but the situation has just sort of emerged. It's starting to look like a pretty good way to go. So let's increase the output of our lore masters. We're up to 19 per turn. The bear is contributing a significant amount of food just by sitting here near all the people farming. Oh, hey, we have sheep. I didn't even think about this. Sheep reduce the need for firewood. Uh-oh. Another player is claiming Helheim. Oh, spawning Valkyrie. Well, I mean, he seems to have it under control. Torun, leader of the Stag Clan. That might be a problem for us, actually. I don't know exactly how that victory type works, but why don't we build a new military building and get some axe throwers, potentially, because we may have to stop him from holding this. Oh, his war chief's gone. The Valkyries must have killed him. I mean, I don't want to go to war with people, but we cannot let them win the game, obviously. We're going to need our Shield Maiden. So, I think it, at this point, probably behooves us to build a trading post. We have a lot of resources, and we need a lot of money. Oh, sorry. Is it a trading post? Is that the one I want? There's two different money buildings. Yeah, Marketplace lets you spend money to buy resources. Trading Post goes the other way. A Trading Post lets us assign trade routes to other players, and we will give them our resources in exchange for money. Okay, so we have an axe throwers camp now. Why don't we... Actually, Winter Festival doesn't seem that great. Let's get Weaponsmith. Let's start preparing for violence. Something tells me there is violence in our future. And as inefficient as this is, I'm going to turn this lumber guy back into a villager. We really need food more than we need wood at this point. Because I need to be able to colonize this area to get the stone. Alright, so he's respawned his war chief. Looks like these Valkyries are pretty tough, though. And they spawn very frequently. Okay, maybe the Valkyries are going to keep him from winning the game. Let's put up a defense tower, though, just in case. And let's make a trade route. We'll trade our wood with blue. Alright, we're gonna have to reassign somebody to scouting. Actually, you know what? I don't think we need a merchant at this place in order for the trade route to run. But we do need money because I do want to get my Shield Maiden running, and Shield Maidens cost... Listen, Shield Maidens don't work for free. Oh, the healers. I guess become villagers for now. We might need to build a second brewery, actually. So portals to Helheim have opened. We can see on the map. They are here and here. We'll need to be ready for the Draugr that spawn out of them. Shouldn't be an issue. Especially we're going to be able to hire our Shield Maiden before too long. Well, we might not get all the way to here. So we can place the bear over here. I'm sure he can deal with a couple of them. Alright, somebody's got to become a scout. We have reached sort of the end of our knowledge of the world. Alright, give me a mine. Yeah, I think we're going to get to Shield Maiden money before we have the portals open. If I move the bear out of our food production zone, how much food do we lose? Okay, it's only 4 per turn. So we'll go bear here and Shield Maiden here, and that should deal with it, honestly. Actually, run over here, explore this, show me what's going on with these Draugr. My suspicion is that this is a spawning area, because that's a lot of dudes, but as you've seen in the past, sometimes there's just a lot of dudes standing around a thing. Nobody knows why. And as soon as the bear cleans this up, you can run over and assist. So we'll explore these 2 areas, and then probably have our scout come back and explore this ruin. Oh, hold on, this is a bad time for this. Nope, Shield Maiden's actually got that 1000% under control. So send the bear back to Food Town. You, I guess, just chill out over here. Actually, over here. We're producing lots of stuff there. Alright, Protector of the Land. Well, this is just +2 happiness. Yeah, that seems like a no-brainer. Loss of food production during the winter is not really a thing I'm worried about. And that is a huge amount of stone and iron. So I'll take that for sure. And we can just upgrade this and then assign a new brewer to it. I need just a random villager. You. Go forth and become a brewer. And you go be a healer because we do have some injuries now. Oops. Got the wrong unit selected. So our miner run off so that the guy switches targets. We'll never kill that bear. Okay, no, it's just an area that has a lot of dudes in it. Now maybe this is paranoid, but I like to build towers pretty much any place where I border another player. I don't trust them. I don't trust the other players. The next thing we need to do is build a... We have another coastline area here. We should try to build a... what do you call it? Another dock. We have to develop the area, and that'll increase the number of buildings we can build in it. We'll build another dock, and then we'll... We also can just upgrade this dock, which we probably should do. Oh, bear. Get back to work. You have a very important job. Stand near the fishermen and make them feel safe. So we need more sources of food, it looks like. The clan is growing, and unfortunately... If we move her out, what does that do? It lowers our... Well, we have a huge stockpile of wood. I want to clear out these Draugr while we're artificially toughened by the winter. And I don't really want to move the bear, because he's performing an important duty right now. Okay. So now we'll fall back and we'll explore this ruin. And that will get us some money and some lore, I believe. Over here. Go over here. You can produce some food. Why aren't you moving? That was weird. She just kind of decided she didn't need to follow that order. How many are left? Okay, the bear's got this under control. And we do have a healer working right now. Alright, so we need another source of food. The one fishing shack... Well, actually, we could upgrade this, right? And assign a villager to that. So make it nice and efficient. The Shield Maiden... I don't know, I think she was helping us the most by being assigned to where the woodcutters are, I think. We should continue to improve the tools of people who are gathering important resources for us. We're actually going to improve the tools of the sailors as well. That's going to end up being important, I think. Oh, interesting. Upgrading the dock doesn't require any money at all. Well, I don't want to assign anybody off of anything that's currently going on, so I'm not going to bother to upgrade the dock right now. But when summer comes, probably. So defense towers will be increased. Defense tower resistance increased is not a huge deal, but I do really want access to feeling safe. It's a lot of free happiness. So we'll pick this up. Okay, we got 50 lore and 100 money from those ruins. It's not amazing. Not a lot of value in exploring deeper into Red's territory, although I guess this area technically isn't Red's territory. But I think maybe we should call this scout back. We could push forward and try to take some stuff from the other players, but I don't think that's necessary. I think we're like totally on pace to win the game, because it's down a little bit to luck which strategies are available to you, but I don't think it's that much luck as far as determining whether or not you win. It's just that, you know, if we didn't have... We gotta build another house. If we didn't have a standing stone and one of these, it would be trickier for us to go for the lore victory, but there are still lots of ways we could win. And in fact, you can build a carved stone in areas. I don't build carved stones a lot, but if you're going for a lore victory and you have one of these areas where people produce bonus lore, it totally makes sense to build a carved stone there. The other players have been remarkably calm. Usually you get attacked. I don't think I've ever had neighbors for this long without there being violence. It's actually very strange. Okay, as soon as we get back to 7 stone, we upgrade our longship dock, we send another guy out to get lore, and we should develop this area and then build a dock in this area as well, because that's another source of lore. And we're pulling pretty solid happiness. As you can see, this 30% off of building costs is significant. This is like a big deal. It ends up being a lot of extra upgrades. I mean, it ends up being 30%-ish more upgrades, but tremors have been reported. A big earthquake will damage 20% of our buildings, so we'll need to spend wood to repair the damaged buildings. I'm not too worried about that. We could try to take this area over. I'm not thinking that's necessary. And that being the case, we don't really have a use for a lot of food sitting around, so we may as well just feast. We'll just upgrade this one. I gain +5 fame per enemy unit killed in an area with the shield maiden. Oh, that's interesting. Combat focusing with these guys could actually be pretty interesting, because you can win. One of the victory types is just get enough fame, right? And we're not doing too poorly on that. Okay, start raiding. Alright, so we're at 33 lore output per turn. That is pretty fantastic. Is there enough stone here? There is enough stone for the upgrade we need. I'm going to grab this woodcutter, because we don't actually need all these people on wood. We'll grab this woodcutter and turn her into a miner. These guys seem pretty tough. Oh, I suppose we could do this with our food. We could colonize this area. That gives us access to yet another forest. I don't think I've ever seen 3 forests grouped so closely together. Alright, I'm going to take all this extra happiness. We are probably going to need to build another house pretty soon. Want our population growth to continue unchecked. The moment we get back to 7 stone, we add another sailor, and that'll push us over 30 lore, even when we're not feasting, I think. And then as soon as this deposit runs out of stone, I think we reassign both of these miners to wood cutting, because we actually are going to need wood both for the winter and to deal with the earthquake. But yeah, I think we've reached kind of a happy equilibrium here. Things are going well. Oh, we could just kill our trade route, because we don't need the money anymore. And now we're not selling our wood. 240 food. The other benefit of colonizing this is that it just gives us a point of happiness. The next feast would cost 330. That's not terrible. It looks like the AI has completely given up on holding the gates of Helheim. I might actually just hold off on purchasing this for now and do another feast instead. We're actually really like just barely getting enough food. Oh, I have 2 people assigned as merchants. That's not necessary. Yeah, there we go. Villagers are not super efficient food gatherers, but food is like food and stone are the only things we actually need, so. Alright, stop the raids. You can only assign citizens to the longship when the longship is actually at the dock, so. Have to wait a second here. Okay, this just ran out. Honestly, this is the smoothest game I've ever had. This is making this look really, really easy. I want you guys to know it is not always this easy. Things are usually a little bit more complicated than this. Alright, so as soon as the boat stops, we can assign another citizen. Yeah, I'm really, really shocked at how peaceful my neighbors are being. We're not having to use our military units. We could go and steal this area, and that would speed things up. We probably should do that. Yeah. Things are going too well. Let's screw them up. So I'm going to make 2 axe throwers. Actually, hold on a second. Hold on. Let's wait until the earthquakes happen. We'll get repairs. We'll get all that stuff. I don't want to have to try to deal with that stuff while also microing my combat units. Healer has run out of work to do. Just go become a dude for a second. Trust me, we'll have plenty to do in a moment. Unfortunately, we don't have a source of enough stone to construct a standing stone for this area. But we'll get through it somehow. Something tells me. 20% of our buildings is like a pretty significant number of buildings. We actually have a lot of stuff. Okay, you go repair that. You can repair that. You can repair that. I don't want anything to actually burn down. Wait, was that it, really? Huh. I thought that was going to be harder. Okay, so we're going to take just the villagers here and assign them to be axe throwers. So we'll pick this up. So this winter is going to feel really mild. Alright, and then we need... I'm going to grab these 2 woodcutters and make them warriors. If we upgrade our military buildings, we can increase the number of units that we can support as military units. You see, every time we do that, it's costing us money. But at this point, our income is ridiculous. Alright, so let's gather up all of our military units. Shield Maiden's coming. I kind of want to wait until winter. Should we wait until winter? I mean, he can see my military units. It's November now. Winter's going to fall any second, and we're going to be tough as nails during it. And we've picked up some attack bonuses and stuff. Legendary heroes should maybe be our next tech, although I guess by the time we get legendary heroes, this is going to be resolved. Oh, we need to pick this up. In fact, we should have picked it up earlier, before we built our carved stone. Yeah, that was silly. Yeah, my hesitation has meant we're going to have to fight him, but if we may as well now wait until winter, and we'll be just fine. Let's go and grab somebody and turn them... Oop, no, not you. A villager. Where's a villager? Grab a villager and turn him into a healer, because we're probably going to need him really soon. Okay, go get him. My attack has soured relations with this person. We're going to burn down the... across the border. Fall back, fall back. Okay. So unfortunately the bear can't come across the border with us. So he actually should just go back to babysitting. We'll make a command group for these guys. And our healer's healing as fast as he can, but that's not actually that fast. Ooh. His army is needed elsewhere. He's probably fighting yellow. So what we can do is just step over here. And if military units are in a zone that has no defensive units in it, they just slowly uncolonize it. I'm trying to select her. She wouldn't move. Okay, well now we should definitely retreat. We are not going to defeat that berserker. Grr. And I don't have any silver, so I can't buy a new shield maiden. That's annoying. Yeah, I was trying to click on her. She would not come over. Well, these 4 guys together might be able to take their berserker, but I need to... Healing needs to happen. Okay, this... We could probably do upgrades on our woodcutter's lodge. Oh no, we don't have any stone income. Well, shoot. Yeah, if we could bring our bear with us, that would resolve things, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think we're going to need another brewery. Well, we'll wait until after winter. I don't want to unassign anybody from the things they're doing right now. I certainly don't want to pull anybody off of lore since we've decided we're going for the lore victory. We need to get 3 more knowledges. Definitely erudition. We should have gotten this earlier. I totally forgot about it. That's my bad. And then, like, legendary heroes. And I guess it doesn't matter what the other one is, because when we take the other one, we win the game. This is really my only major complaint with this game, is that sometimes things in the winter, things get such that you can't really do stuff. Ah, we're threatening you. Like, I guess I kind of want to take advantage of the fact that we have bonus toughness, but my warriors are both... Well, this warrior's not that injured. Like, we're not going to win this fight with people's health being what it is. Alright. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to make him send units back over here. He just ran off, which means clearly he's busy. Maybe he'll be busy enough that he'll decide this territory isn't worth fighting for. Well, he's sending in villagers. Needless to say, villagers don't stand much of a chance. That is an axe thrower, though. And our units are injured enough that axe throwers will kill us real fast. I'm going to let him move the axe thrower out of the territory and then move my guys back in. I'm less concerned about a shield bearer. Okay, here comes his berserker. We'll kill this guy real fast, and then we'll bug out. Well, at least we're making Red's life difficult. I don't know what Red's intended victory condition is, but we're definitely slowing it down with our chicanery. Alright, we need that brewery pretty badly. Why is everybody so unhappy? I think we have enough stone to do 1 housing upgrade. Okay, that helped a small amount. We need to expand some more, that's one thing. Although part of the problem, like, we're having resource problems right now because unhappy people don't produce as much. Which can lead to sort of a circular problem. You know, it might be worth it for us to build a... actually, we have so much money. Let's build a marketplace. We can exchange money for some food, use food to buy this territory, and that'll help. Man, this healing is going very slowly. I know. We'll actually be producing enough food as soon as we're not building anymore. In fact, do I want to pull some... No, I don't want to pull anybody off of wood. Okay, so food will slowly... stuff. All kinds of things. Will slowly build up in the marketplace over time, and then we can exchange money. Yeah, yellow must be really giving him hell. I think part of what's happening here is that blue is just a nice guy. And yellow can't get to us because of Helheim. And so yellow's attacking red constantly, it looks like. Let's take advantage of it. Slaughter his people. Please don't be in front. So by killing his population, we're slowing his growth in a way you can't really recover, right? You can make more people, but you will never have as many people as you would have had if you just hadn't had anybody die, right? So it's actually a pretty serious deal to kill villagers in this game. It's one of the population system, I think, leads to a lot of really interesting strategic concerns. I say interesting from sort of a, like, min-maxing and build. Like, there's cool strategic stuff going on here. It does mean that sometimes you just kind of sit around and stare at the map, which is maybe not the kind of interesting that a lot of people think of when they hear the word interesting. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not really a lot I can do to speed up our lore production. Eventually, our marketplace will allow us to buy 5 silver, or iron rather, and if we buy 5 iron, we can buy a new shield maiden, and with a shield maiden and these 4 guys, I would feel confident taking on his army. Also, it would help if my guys were healed. This is taking forever. Doesn't really make sense for us to... I mean, we have so much money because we have all these sailors. It's a shame we weren't able to get over to here. You can see on the map here that there's fish in this territory. That would have been okay. Given that there's a blizzard coming up, do I actually want to buy food for the purpose of claiming this territory? I don't know. It's hard to say. It'll be 250 money for the 5 silver. I mean, that's not a big deal. We'll also be able to get a little bit more stone this way. I should have built a marketplace sooner, because it starts, you know... It needs time to build up all of its resource access. We're actually really not in a great place as far as this upcoming blizzard goes. Is there something we can do about that? Is there any... this will help. We can pick up hibernation. So one of the things that happens... I think I'm going to get this. One of the things that happens when you have... when you run out of food or firewood during the winter is people start getting sick and they start losing health and then they die. And obviously dying is bad for all the reasons we've mentioned. I'm wondering how much we can offset that just by taking this. Because we certainly are not going to stop anybody who's gathering lore. Anybody who's getting lore is doing the most important thing they could be doing. We could pull people off of happiness, but the brewers are doing important work. Every citizen every citizen that we get in generates more food than they eat, as long as they're in any food gathering job. So it's really important to keep getting people in. It takes 7 stone to upgrade a brewery, so we could buy enough stone and get some more happiness that way. Oh yeah, our people are finally healed. The healer can probably just go back to food generation, and actually we could probably... I was about to say we could probably return our people, our military people, to other jobs. But actually, we've soured relations with Red so badly that it's not really an option. Alright, the bear has done a good job of distracting. And now Red will, he will probably hyper-focus on the tower until it is gone. So we can take this opportunity to... Yeesh. Wow, he actually killed my, he killed my bear. Uh-oh. We may have started a fight we can't actually win. Get over here. We definitely need a healer again. Yeah, if he keeps pushing past this after he unclaims it from us, that could actually be really bad. Although he needs time to claim it himself, and then... Nope, he's doing that immediately. This could be... Yeah, this could be bad. Somebody build this. Lots of citizens. Get him. Obviously, citizens are not the greatest fighters. Just random people. Let's go make... Alright, you guys, fall back. You're doing good work. Let's make a couple of axe throwers again here. Can we make a bear again? We can. Come on, if we bring down their berserker, that will make it... Wow, he one-shots axe throwers. That's terrible. I'm gonna lose! I kind of can't believe it. Like... Alright, everybody get to work. We're gonna wait for a new armored bear. Oh no, my marketplace! Crap. Okay. The good news is, other people lose attack power. Their attack power is lessened when they are in enemy territory during the winter, when they're outside of their own territory. And we're actually tougher. Wow, look at how much population he's devoting to this attack. This is crazy. There's no way he has this many people sitting around. Get over here. Yeah, look at this. Okay, actually, bear, retreat. Retreat to an area that is building a new watchtower. Now, it's worth noting that although a lot of crappy stuff is happening, we haven't actually lost any Runa lore generation. So we actually can still totally win this. And the blizzard's going to make it really hard for him to keep pushing. Alright, we have watchtowers in all of our border areas now. He's going to have to just go home, basically. Ugh, blizzard's cutting our production in half. Oh, Blue's taking advantage of us now. Oh, you're kidding me. You didn't finish that guy off. Alright, so you can see we have a lot of people starving. We have a lot of people freezing. But the hibernation trait does, in fact, seem to be keeping us at full health. Are you kidding me right now? Ah, this is frustrating. Go away, everybody. And we can't afford to repair this. Alright, at this point I'm just killing Blue's guys out of spite. There's not really a lot of gain in that for us. Yeah, we have no food, we have no wood, so we can't reclaim any of our areas or build anything. Yeah, this sucks. This officially sucks. In case you were wondering, the official word is, this sucks. We did lose a little bit of our lore production. I was wrong. Okay, so we immediately return to having enough food. Or enough wood, but we don't have enough food. Let's get another healer going. We need to heal people. And I actually want our armored bear out of our territory because I want the healing to be focused on our citizens. Boy, our civilization is going to hell. Like, everybody's sick. The end of winter actually hurt us, I think. But we're so close. If the sailors... none of the sailors are injured. We have a lore keeper slot open. We're so unhappy that these people are effectively doing nothing. Everybody's gonna die. Look at how sick everybody is. Everybody's gonna die except the sailors. And we no longer have enough active lore masters. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this. The everybody dying thing is like... Everybody got sick and died. There's nothing I can do. Okay. So we have slots for 3 lore masters in this territory. What we have to do in order to be able to win this game is we have to reclaim this space, and we have to put a guy back on this runestone. And if we lose this space, we can no longer win. Because we have to have 4 active lore masters. So you have to kind of rebuild a little bit. We're still at hugely negative food because we lost all of our ways of feeding people. Alright, anybody... Yeah, great. None of this stuff is, like, actually meaningful here. Okay. So we now have the ability to score a wisdom victory. Let's stop all the raiding. We don't need any more. We don't need sailors anymore. The moment we have 4 lore masters, we will win the game. So now all that matters is getting enough food to colonize this area again. Alright, you guys, you are all food gathering guys now. Hey, food is positive. Unfortunately, people are going to die from sickness. One of you come over here. Okay. We can still recover, actually. We can totally still do this. Alright, blue filled in a lot of these areas, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, we're positive on most things again. We will instantly win the game. The moment we have 4 lore masters, we win. What do you not... Okay, what are you doing over here? We're generating population again pretty fast. Come on. Here's a question. Are my people actually able to move over here? They aren't. We need a land route. So we have to take this away from blue, and we have to conquer this. This is still actually winnable, despite the fact that that was the worst thing I've ever seen happen in a game of Northgard. This is actually still winnable. What is this? Oh yeah, this is the Draugr, of course it is. We have towers. Actually, we'll be fine. And this area is not defended, it just has dudes in it. It's different. I'm a little nervous about taking it, but we gotta take it before somebody else does, or this is gonna get a lot harder. Blue, stop running dudes very slowly across my new territory. Alright. Got enough food to put up a bear. Let's make the bear. In just a moment, we'll have enough wood. Go and help with the wood. Okay, now we have to take control of this area. That is not going to be easy to do. No. Be cool. Let blue do that. So once we've got this area defended again, I'm going to want to build an axe thrower camp. Axe throwers do a lot of damage. Good fighters. Our territory's under... What? Oh, the drug. I knew that. I knew that was going to happen. What am I doing? Bear needs to be over here. One of you fix that tower. You fix that tower. Alright, we can only build one tower in each area, in case you were wondering, because if that were not true, then I would have built 100 towers already. We actually can just go ahead and trash these. Because we need wood really badly. So we need to build camps. Actually, I kind of think we maybe should have like 1 or 2 sailors. Because we need money. Yeah, okay, 1 sailor is enough to stop us from being negative. Okay, now we need to reclaim this area, which is going to start some serious shit. So we're going to need an army. I've never used shield bearers. Not really. We're going to make a shield bearer camp. We're gonna get the maximum number of dudes together. I'm nervous. Now, the moment we attack here, things are going to go to hell. But Red took a lot of Blue's dudes out, and Blue hasn't had time to construct a tower here. We have to get to work while that's still true. This would be a lot easier if we had silver. Alright. Let's take one of our woodcutters and turn them back into a gatherer. Oh, actually, we don't have maximum people hunting. That'll help with the food quite a lot. Alright. All we have to do is reclaim this area. If we can reclaim this area, we can win immediately. We definitely have enough food to conquer it. Let's grab a citizen and put him on lore master duty right now. Really, Red? Up there. Everybody get back here. Alright, I think we can repel this attack. Alright. Winter's actually a good time for us. My people seem to be remarkably reticent to follow my orders. Alright, he's running in like hunters and stuff to defend his territory, which means that he's running out of guys. We're so close. I think a bear should be able to handle that by himself. Is this almost finished? No, it is not almost finished. Jesus Christ, is it not almost finished? This is really annoying. He's running all of his population over, like, one by one. Come on, guys. Alright. Colonize. Okay, so right now we have 1 active lore master. Two active lore masters. If these guys just make it over here, we win. I cannot believe we maybe actually are going to do this. 3, 2. Okay, there we go. Red pulled our guy off of the runestone for a second. Well, I can't say I deserved that, but we certainly made it. That attack by Red is the worst thing I have ever had happen to me in a game that I did not immediately lose afterward. But that's Northgard. The devs are actively developing it. It looks like there's more clans coming. There's certainly space for another clan on the screen, and it's just a cool game. I just really enjoy it. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, likes and comments and all that kind of stuff below. And of course, as always, thank you to everyone who has supported the channel in any way, even just by watching this video. You're helping, and thank you for that, because that's awesome. Come back next time for more cool strategy game stuff, hopefully, and we'll see you then.